Hello. Hi, Katie. It's so nice for you to join us. Thank you very much for talking to our wonderful Ladybird class. Um,
That's
so,
okay.
so for those of you that obviously don't know Katie, Katie is an amazing nurse that works in a GP surgery. So she supports all those patients that really need care, and they come to a wonderful Katie to help them feel better. So Katie's here to answer some of your questions today. So I will ask you a few from our class. The first ones I'll start with. So we've got a few questions here which are around how you're looking after people. So we've got, how do you take care of people? How do you make them feel better? And how do you help people?
So I help make people feel better by giving them medicine that they might need. If they've got any cuts, then I'll put plasters on, clean the cut and put plasters on. And people are usually a bit scared when they're ill, so I try and be really kind and friendly and make them feel safe if they're feeling scared. That usually helps.
Definitely, I think that's so important, isn't it? Making people feel as happy as you can. That's brilliant. The second one, I can see that you're in your nurse's uniform, so this is fantastic. I've got a question here, which is, how long does it take you to put your uniform on, getting ready for work? And why do you wear a uniform?
So it's just, my uniform is just the top and trousers. So it takes me as long as it would normally to get dressed, about 30 seconds or a minute. And the reason I wear the uniform is partly because it's nice and easy to keep clean. And it's got short sleeves so that my bottoms of my arms are bare so that I can wash them easily. And it also helps people recognise what my job is and who I am.
Fantastic, yeah, that's brilliant. Our third question, so we've got, do you ever get scared at work? And how do you manage to stay safe in some tricky situations?
So I do sometimes get scared at work. If a patient's really poorly, there's obviously pressure to make sure they're okay. But the pressures, that's just part of my job, and that's what I've got training to deal with. And I've got a great team that help me if I need it. And I really enjoy the challenge of that. And to stay safe in tricky situations, I make sure that I wash my hands and keep everything nice and clean to stop me and other patients getting sick. And if I need any help from the rest of the team, then there's a button on the computer I can press and they'll all come running to help me. So that helps keep me and patients safe.
That's fantastic. So nice to hear, like, working as a team. So that's exactly what children do at school. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Another question here we've got is, how does a nurse put your skin back together?
So we can use either a special type of glue. If it's just a small little cut, we can put a plaster on and the skin will heal itself. Or we can use sutures, which is a bit like a needle and thread, and that pulls the skin together so that it can then heal itself.
Fantastic, great. Okay, so our fifth question we've got here is, how do you know what's wrong with somebody?
So myself, as the level of nurse I am, I don't do that much diagnosing of a patient, which is where you decide what's wrong with them. I might do a little bit, and that would just be from the training that I've already had. Nurses that are higher up than me have more training, so they can help. They've got specific training special training for how to decide what's wrong with people. If I'm ever not sure, I can ask a nurse that's higher up than me, or I can ask one of the doctors to come and see the patient because they've they've got that training to help diagnose people and decide themselves what's wrong with them. And they'll just go by all of they'll take a history from the patient, ask them lots of questions, and look at them and decide from there what's wrong.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for answering that. So we've got a couple of questions left. So we've got, did you want to be a nurse when you were growing up? And the little boy that said this says that he really wants to be a policeman, which I thought was lovely. And the other one is also, what do you like most about being a nurse?
So I didn't particularly want to be a nurse when I was growing up. I love it now, and I wanted to be a nurse for a long time before I was one. But when I was little, I wanted to be a marine biologist. So I've always liked science. But I get seasick, so I decided I probably shouldn't be a marine biologist. And then I went to university and did biology and did science for a little while. And then I decided actually I wanted to work with people and make them feel better. And that's why I became a nurse. And what was the other question?
That's okay. So what do you like most about being a nurse?
I love the fact that I get to talk to people every day and see them and make them feel better. That's why I became a nurse. I wanted to help people and make them feel better. I like making people feel safe and happy.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. Well, thank you so much for answering all of our wonderful questions. I'll just double check.
That's okay.
Yeah, all of them that we've asked there.
Being a policeman, by the way, is a great choice. I think that's a really good choice.
Yeah, that was lovely. I loved that response. That was really fantastic. Well, I think before we go, I think it's worth just saying how grateful I think everybody is for everybody that works in the NHS, and I think everyone that's working as a nurse, a doctor, who whatever their role, I think we're all very, very grateful. So a big thank you.
Teachers are doing a good job too.
Thanks. So thank you so much for coming on and answering our children's questions. I know that they'll be really.
That's okay.
I'm sure they'll love hearing your brilliant response. So thank you very much.
That's okay. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.